Yeah, so I graduated from Pathways in 2018. After that, I transferred to the University of Akron, where I went for a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. So the Pathways degree helped me a lot. All of my gen ed classes transferred and a couple of the engineering classes as well. So I was able to complete a 5-year mechanical engineering degree with co-op in 4 years. So I'm sure if any of you are transferring into a bachelor's degree, that'll help you a lot. Um, while I was in college, I did 2 co-ops with Timken. So I've been with Timken this whole time now. And my first co-op was in application engineering at the Timken headquarters, which is in North Canton. And then after that, the next summer, I decided I wanted to pursue manufacturing. So I went for a manufacturing co-op, and they actually sent me down to Mascot, Tennessee, which is near the Knoxville, Tennessee area, which was really fun. And I encourage you guys to take advantage of those co-op and internship opportunities because they sent me there. They paid for my housing. I got really good pay on top of that. So it was just a win-win all around. And I got that work experience. And then it led me into a full-time role with them. So I graduated with my bachelor's degree this May. And then I started work in July. So I am now in what's called the Operations Development Program. And that is a 2-year program in 2 different locations. So for my first year, I'm located in New Philadelphia, which is actually not too far from where you guys are. And I am currently doing a rotation in quality engineering. And then starting in January, I will be doing a supply chain role. And then I'm going to be moving to a new location down in the Carolina area next year. And then I will do 2 more rotations in continuous improvement and a supervision role. So that will be my 2-year program, and then I'll get a more temporary location after that. But I definitely taken advantage of this opportunity to get some well-rounded experience right after I graduate. And then after that, I'll kind of figure out where I want to go next. I kind of want to go back to like not knowing what you want to do in the future. Honestly, I didn't even know I wanted to be an engineer when I started Pathways. I honestly just looked at it as a great opportunity to kind of get ahead of my classes. But of course, it worked out for me. But if you asked me if I was going to be working in a bearing manufacturing plant, I would have been like, heck no. But I just encourage you to really be open to opportunities. When I went to my first career fair my freshman year, I had Timken on my list. But I looked at it and I said, this will be a practice run. This is going to be my first company. I can just kind of get the nerves out of the way. And then, of course, I got an interview and it turns out I'm going to be working for them full time. And then I walk in day 1 of my first co-op in application engineering, and my supervisor is already asking me what I want to do in my next co-op in my full-time role. I'm like, I don't know. It's literally day 1 of this co-op. How am I supposed to know that? I've got no exposure yet. And I really didn't know if I wanted to go down the manufacturing route or the design route. But with my schedule, I only had 1 co-op left. And I decided, if I want to try manufacturing, this is the time because that was kind of the most out of the way. All the other ones were in the same building I was in. It would be kind of a similar role. But manufacturing was kind of out there. It was an opportunity to travel. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to try it because if I decide I want to try it after I graduate, you're kind of stuck in that role. But it was kind of a low risk situation. It was only 12 weeks. They sent me there for free. And I ended up loving it. It was an amazing experience. I loved being down in Tennessee. So I'm kind of looking to travel again for my next rotation in the ODP program. So I really encourage you to just try it out. And if you find out you don't like it, that's great. Then you can try something else. But just go for it, especially while you're young, you're mobile, and you're maybe getting your bachelor's degree. I definitely don't think a four-year degree is necessary at all. I have several peers who went right into the field afterwards, or they pursued things outside of engineering as well, and that helped them get other jobs. But I will say, if you want to pursue true engineering versus engineering technology, that's where a four-year degree is going to come in. So, for example, if I had gone to my four-year degree for engineering technology, I could have graduated really quick because all those pathways classes would have transferred there. But since I was pursuing a true mechanical engineering degree, that is why I wanted to get a four-year bachelor's degree. But both of those are definitely great options. It really just kind of depends what you want to do. The engineering technology side is probably going to be a lot more hands-on in your role. The engineering, you can go kind of towards like a research or a design role. So it really just kind of depends what you want to do. But they're both great options, and you can get great jobs regardless of what you decide.